He paused.
There we go. Now, here's an impromptu Washington football team breakdown. You already heard myself, the boss BJ. Now you get to hear the Midnight Rider. Got a lot to say about this game. We got a little time, 10 minutes before the national shows kick off. So, Midnight Rider, what you got to say about? Oh man, I'm about to say them skins. Oh my god, what you got to say about this football team?
Yo, today's gonna be a great day, man. We're gonna see offense like we've never seen before. I'm truly excited about this. I do a bunch of fantasy lineups. I've got Antonio Gibson. I even have Dyami Brown in a couple of my lineups. I think we're gonna do something different, and like the Washington fans aren't gonna be ready for what's happening today. Like this is gonna be an offensive explosion. You got Terry McLaurin. Fitz tragic, Fitz magic. Either way it goes, it's gonna still be exciting today. And I was so amped up. I got goosebumps. I had Phil Collins rocking earlier today. I'm good to go, bruh. So KG, I heard you talking earlier on the show. So you tell me, what's your thoughts?
I'm being a former defensive player. You know, I'm all about defensive play. And I'm always watching the safeties. I'm watching the corners. I'm watching footwork. I'm watching all of that. So I'm watching this defense as a whole. I'm watching to see not just what Chase Young does, because I'm an Ioannidis fan. I love Chase Young, but I love Ioannidis a little bit more. And Ioannidis is just his IQ, smart. But I want to see what Fitzpatrick does. I want to see if he can push the ball down the field. I'm not expecting him to go out there and throw for 350 yards. I'm expecting him to. Hold on, I'm texting my wife. Breakfast order. I'm expecting him to at least give me 2 touchdown passes today. I'm expecting him to give me this guy. I got in trouble for this guy last night. Ah, man. Got in trouble for him last night. Appreciate that.
Last night was off the hook, man.
Yeah, it was.
The dawn is always lingering somewhere, baby.
Ain't you supposed to be at work? But no, I'm expecting Fitzpatrick to show off. I'm not gonna say show out, but show off. Fitzpatrick gonna give you about 220 yards, and I don't mean empty calorie yards. I mean he's gonna give you about 250 yards. And you said something about Dyami Brown, but not only him. You saying 350? Okay, I like to see it, but I'm looking for Cam Sims. This should be Cam Sims' final chance to break out this year. He's gonna break out the stables. And this is what I've been waiting for 3 years. Cam Sims gonna show you he is that dog.
If he gets that chance.
Yeah, and he with Samuels being down, Cam Sims might be your number 2.
And see, that's the thing. If you're Cam Sims, I've been listening to you talk about Cam Sims for the last couple seasons. If you're Cam Sims and Samuel, they went and got another receiver because they felt like they needed another receiver. That quote unquote number 2 across from Terry wasn't on that roster. That's why they went and got Samuel. So now if you're Sims, you have a lot to prove today. You should be going out there hungry today, ready to prove a point. Like, I'm here. Y'all didn't need to go get Curtis Samuel. Like, we talk about this all the time when people get opportunities pushed in front of them. Like, this is an opportunity for a lot of the Washington Washington football team receivers to show out today, because you got a quarterback. He's not upper echelon elite. He's definitely not bottom of the pack. His only issue is consistency. Can he do it all season? We all know what Fitz magic does, all right? He can make throws, and he is a gunslinger. He is going to take chances. And that's what I was saying on the show. When you have a quarterback, when the defense knows your quarterback is scared to go downfield, scared to take chances, they're going to cheat. Like, that's the perfect offense for Landon Collins to play against. And now he can play in the box because he know you're not going deep, right? But you can't do that with Fitzpatrick because now he got Terry McLaurin and he got other weapons that he can hit either out of the backfield or however they do it. And now you got to respect that, and you still got to respect the running game. Okay, so Fitzpatrick is key. That is even though I love Heineke, and I told y'all I would have been cool with Heineke coming into the season as the starter. The expectations wouldn't have been as high, but I think with Fitzpatrick coming in, the expectations for the football team now is to win that division. That's the expectations. That's the bottom of the ceiling, is that they're expected now with the roster constructed to win that division. Even how Dallas looked good Thursday night. That coming off, I don't care if you're a Washington fan, you hate Dallas. That came off a serious ankle injury and carved the Buccaneers up. They just didn't have enough. Of course, because number 12's on the other side. You never have enough for number 12s on the other side. I hate them. I played against them for 20. I didn't play against them, but my team played against them for 20 seasons damn near. So going into this is a tricky game to pick. If I'm handicapping, I stay a mile away from this game because this game could turn into a defensive battle. Like Conti said, on the other side, you got Derwin James, Bosa. Then on the other side, you got Chase Young, Sweat, Ioannidis. You got the Washington front seven. That could turn into a battle in itself. And we could be looking at a 17-14 slobber knocker. Or Justin Herbert could come out there with Keenan Allen and the rest of his weapons, light things up. And Fitzpatrick can do the same thing if he gets hot. But we could be talking about 38-34. Like, if I'm handicapping, I'm like, nah, the Washington game, I ain't picking the Washington game. I'm leaving it alone. I ain't touching it.
So then you just put out confirmations and affirmations for me because being the gambler that I am, I've been sitting on this game all day, like just going back and forth, tossing and turning. And this is the reason why. But you know what? I got faith in my man Fate. So I think this is going to be a game that goes over. I think the total is only 44. I think both teams are going to get out. You got Austin Eckler if he plays, and if you don't, you got the kid Justin Jackson. So this is going to be a decent ball game where they're going to move up and down the field. And unfortunately for the Washington football team fans, our defense isn't going to be as dominant as we think because we're playing better quarterbacks. And that's the issue that everybody's overlooking. You're playing better teams and better offenses, so you're not going to be as dominant. But I love Ioannidis is back, and I love the fact that they may play some 5-man fronts. So you might see a situation where it's Ioannidis, Payne, Allen, Young, Sweat. And Sweat.
Yes.
You know, so it could get to that point. So I'm not worried about that part of this setup. And the part that worries me is, and I don't even think I have any worries, to be honest with you. And I think the guy with the most pressure on him is going to be the kid Cheeseman, who's the long snapper. Like, I think he's going to have more pressure on him today than any long snapper has ever had pressure on them in their lifetime, because we loved, I can't even think his name right now, but our guy that does the laundry with the kids in PG, and excuse me for missing his name right now, but he was our long snapper for like 10 years, and we never had to worry about who it was. So I think Cheeseman is going to be the guy that might have an effect on this ball game today. I know that's kind of out in the woods, but I think that's one of those situations that you got to think about, is your special teams aren't as solid as they always have been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You talking about Sudbert. That's what you talking about. You talking about Nick Sudbert.
Yes.
You can't look. We done had 3 great long snappers in a row. Well, I'm saying we hit 2. Well, no, in actuality, we done had 3 great long snappers in a row because it was Dan Turk.
Yep.
The red snapper Ethan Albright.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And then we got Nick Sudbert, because I was pissed when they let Ethan Albright go. I was like, you don't let the red snapper go. What is wrong with you? he was rated like a 56 on Madden, but when I never had a bad snap with him when I put him in the game. So I mean, but man, Cheeseman is gonna be okay. I'm worried about D-Hop when you talk special teams. I'm worried about D-Hop. You know, D-Hop's going through a lot of personal issues. A lot of people were calling for him to be cut. They brought in another kicker on the practice squad.
They activated him to the active roster today too.
The kicker?
I thought they released him.
Yeah. And I think they activated Pinero?
Yeah.
I think they check it out. Look at it, KJ. I think they activated him to the active roster today. So something might be going on with D-Hop. I think I saw that scroll on my Bleacher Report.
All right, so I'm efforting right now. Keep going, fellas.
I'm looking, but D-Hop's going through a lot. Yeah, I think he had a kid sick, his sister sick. He had quite a few things going on, and a lot of people were calling.
I think his brother had I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think his brother or brother-in-law has COVID too, and he's been on a respirator. So it's definitely a bunch of things going on in D-Hop's world. KG, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I got you.
I'm sorry, fellas. I was trying to look on Bleacher Report for the what I saw, and trying to confirm it. But of course, I can't find it because I'm on live.
You're live.
Yeah, of course. As soon as I get off live, I'll find it. And I'll come.
Oh, you'll have like 16 pop-ups. You know what I'm saying? They'll stream across. Yeah. But let's talk defensively Washington, KG, because I mean, you talked about Landon Collins earlier, and my biggest worry with Landon Collins was I'm a big tape guy, so I go back and see what's going on. So last year he struggled early, but it felt like he turned the corner in the Cowboys game. Of course, that was the game he tore his Achilles. Mm-hmm. So if we get Cowboy game Landon Collins, I'm comfortable with this because then we got McCain in the back. You got Curl playing his role, and then we can mix things up after that. And then we're gonna see the guy Ben St. Juice, and I'm so excited for this kid. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'm ready to go. And then if we can get Jamin Davis and some coverage down the field, I don't know, man. I'm about to explode, bro. I got goosebumps. I'm ready, man.
You talk about Jamin Davis, and I didn't want to draft him. I was looking at somebody else, but then I looked at him on tape. And tape, you know, his highlight tapes are deceptive because they're showing all the highlights. I need to see his lowlights too. But he's a tackling machine. And then he has one of my favorite players in his ear, and that's John Bostic. I love the way John Bostic plays. John Bostic played in that system up in Pittsburgh. And a linebacker that you get from Pittsburgh, you know, look at the linebackers that they have. Look at the career of people that have went to Pittsburgh, played there, been successful, and then left Pittsburgh and went somewhere else. You're Kevin Greens, who was already a beast when he came to Pittsburgh. Hardy Nickerson, Levon Kirkland, Joey Porter. Who else am I forgetting? Javon Gilden.
Linebacker you.
I mean, they manufacture linebackers.
I don't know what it is.
Dick LeBeau.
Right. So we talking about the same John Bostic, University of Florida, Chicago Bears, eventually Pittsburgh Steelers.
And he's been a different player since he left Pittsburgh.
I think the thing about Bostic is he's always solid. He's going to be my issue with him is, and I have this issue with the Washington football team, is we can get guys that are good, but I need guys that's going to be great. Like that's the difference in our team, and that's that step that we don't take. That keeps us at 7-9, 8-8, and not 11-12. Mm-hmm. You gotta have different guys to be 11 and 12 win teams. and since the boss is on this, it's the difference between having Brown and those guys and then going out and getting Stephon Diggs. That makes you a 11 or 12 win team. Yep. Like you have to have guys that make a difference. You have to have gold standard guys. And I know you guys weren't a big fan of this, of the NFL top 100, but for me, that's a standard. And the reason it's a standard is because if you don't have your offensive players in that list, then that tells me you're limited as an offense. No matter how you garner the process and think about the process, but it is what it is. And it's something that stands true. Like these teams that are winning 10, 11 ball games got multiple guys up here. And we only got 2. We should have had Terry, but it is what it is. But Terry's only problem is he's had 8 quarterbacks in 2 years. And he should have had his rookie season. He should have went over 1,300 yards if you go back and look at the tape. But it's a situation where we need guys that make differences. And that's why today I am super high on Dyami Brown. I watched the kid tear up Notre Dame. I saw him tear up Clemson. The kid can ball. If you got a fantasy lineup that's like a day league, like fantasy day league, and you need to save some money, Dyami Brown is the play today. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna have at least a touchdown, 60 yards and a touchdown.
60 yards. Look, that's already on tape, so you can't take that back.
I will never take it back. I'm not worried about it.
All right,
we overtime. I know. I see it.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes, so let me hear. Oh, you gave me your keys to the game.
So
let me hear
my prediction.
Yes, I want to hear your prediction.
Boss man already said it. 34-31, Washington.
Damn, so I'm the only one thinking they gonna come out this thing and just.
Nah, it's not a blowout. It's not a blowout. Yeah, San Diego got too much offense. Go ahead.
They do. They got, and that's what I was saying in the show, man. They got what the rookie did came and did Justin Herbert did last year. Now you coming in, you get a full training camp, you get your second year under your belt, your timing, and you, big guy, you said in the show that revamped secondary. You're not the only one. It's guys in the Chargers that get paid to know that. And they have dissected these guys. And one thing that's when you at a disadvantage with a revamped secondary is that communication. If that communication isn't right in that secondary, that's when you see people going down the sideline wide open, and all you see is the safety and the cornerback doing this to each other. You were supposed to be there. And you hope that doesn't happen with Washington. And I don't think it will. You might get a miscue here and there, but that's when Riverboat Ron comes in, because you have a coach that doesn't allow that type of nonsense. He's a when it comes to execution, that's Ron Rivera. That's why it's so important not only to have the players in the top 100, but you have to have the coach to guide these players, to give them some type of discipline, to give them a structure and to set a standard. So Ron's a defensive guy. He knows where his issues and stuff is. So if it is an issue, you'll see them try to cover it up. But the natural cover up for that revamped secondary is going to be 91, 99, 98, 93, and what am I missing? 98?
You got 98.
98. Who am I missing?
90, 93, 94.
94.
99.
99,
91, 94, 98, and 90. That is going to be the solution for your revamped secondary. That I'm telling you, they don't have to pressure him they don't have to pressure Justin Herbert every down. Because like Ben said, you need players that change the game. And you got that in Chase Young in 99. He changes the game. Because before he came, you saw what that front seven did. And when he came last year, you saw how it opened up the floodgates for everybody, because now this dude is so dynamic. We have to figure out where he is on the field, and that's going to free up other people to eat. So with just that, all you got to, if you could just rattle Justin's cage a little bit, get his timing off a little bit, we have to worry about these guys coming in. It's going to help out tremendously because, like I said, them weapons out there, Keenan Allen, he's not going to blow past you. He don't have Tyreek Hill speed, but he will break your ankle in 3 or 4 places route running. We've seen it, you know what I'm saying? And he's big, so you can take that chance and just throw it up to him. That's a receiver that's always open. You just toss it up to him, and bam. If he don't get it, you know, you give him a chance at least. So, what are you saying?
He on that bullshit again, man. He on that bullshit again. See, this is what started it all last night. We're not getting into this. I don't have an extra 20 minutes. We're not getting into this. We
went off the rails real quick last night.
Oh my god!
Hey, I love it, man. It's like the Salt Bay, little sprinkle of WrestleManiacs on the Sunday ride. Just a little sprinkle, baby. Just a little sprinkle.
Man, you got work to do. Man, I'm just.
Hey Don, hook me up with Madden, man. I need Madden. I need a Madden at a friendly rate, man. Hook me up, man.
He gonna give you a half of a half.
Yeah, half of a half.
So, any of you guys do any regular betting? Because if you gotta play, I'm about to go in. It's 12:05, so I'm about to jump in my parlays. If you got something you feeling, you got a single play, let me know.
Nah, I
think this Washington over.
I didn't do my research this week, so I usually put something in, but I'm not.
You talking practice? You talking practice?
Man, look.
We talking games. I don't care about dog. If you look at the joint, and you say I like this. I don't care. I've bet on Israeli basketball, so I don't care about all research. Damn. It's all about the fun, man. We about to make it happen, man.
It is about fun. It definitely is. Nothing off the top of my head. I think I got Buffalo covering.
Here we go.
I got Buffalo covering that.
KG, you think Washington the 2?
Yeah, I think that they'll cover that. There's 2.5 now. Well, no, it's 2. It's still 2, and I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take that.
It's gonna be a fun day, fellas. It's gonna be. We got 54 minutes, man. It's gonna be a fun day.
And I gotta go change my clothes. I gotta get my picks in. Go change my clothes. Put my week 1 fit on. I'm looking up. I don't see my Redskin cup. I got one. I just don't see my Redskins cup, but I got to go put my jersey on, my pajama pants, and my new slippers.
Curtis Samuel's wears 10, right?
Yep.
All right, so I got to rock my 32 today because I don't wear no jersey that anybody else is rocking. So, yeah, I'm going to rock my 3-2 today, even though that's Patterson, but he don't play enough to steal my shine.
He might get some reps today. I'm not even going to lie.
Hey, let's do this, man. I love it, man. Everybody enjoy your football today. If you don't know what it is, football is the greatest thing ever, the greatest elixir ever, and let's do this. Talk to you fellas later, man.
All right, that's all. Y'all have a good one.